How you doing, folks? It's Joe Value here on Thursday evening with three selections for tomorrow. Good racing tomorrow in Ascot. Field's a bit small, but there's some good quality horses on show. A couple of very interesting handicaps that I'm looking forward to. And I also have one horse that I really fancy at Catterick. So I'll go into them now in a second. Just touch on today. Today, a profitable day. Was good. Pity I went near that world trip first time out though. Jesus Christ almighty. I'm not doing that again. Like, that's the last time I'll be tipping horses, having their seasonal reappearance. It's just like it's a bad bet and we're trying to put you on good bets here and solid bets. They mightn't all win, but I did think that mare was the best handicapped horse in that race. I still do actually, because the winner was well behind World Trip when they met last time out at Perth. But obviously, since that was a while ago, World Trip was off for a good while, and she just wasn't as fish as maybe Connections thought for today's assignment, and she was disappointing. But Amarillo Sky was brilliant, I thought. Even though the steering kind of went early on in the race, he still won handy enough. But I don't know, was a length and a half, 2 lengths, was it? And he must have lost 4 or 5 lengths running so wide. He's just a good horse now over fences, and that ground is important to him, So whether they'll put him away now, throw out the winter ground, or they might sneak one more race in before it gets really heavy, I don't know. But there's no sign of rain, lads. It's unbelievable. These national hunt horses need rain badly, or else they just won't be risked. As simple as that. When they need soft ground, obviously Amarillo Sky is different. He's a really fast ground, good ground horse, but a good one, and one for the spring, definitely, I think. Okay, moving on to tomorrow now. Mad Merrigan has singing lessons there at 6 o'clock this evening, so he won't be able to do the description for us. So we're going to have to plough on without him, and if we just work together here, we should be able to sort this out. Okay, so I'm going to give you them nice and slow. The first selection for tomorrow is a horse by the name of Give Me a Moment. Runs in the 120 at Catterick. I like this horse. He has a couple of nice runs under his belt already. 2 runs ago, he was second to a horse by the name of Representing Bob, who done us a favour since. And I think that race, in the context of the race tomorrow, is a strong piece of form. Last time he was a beaten favourite around Bangor, but the trip is too short for him. It's 2 miles. He's a real 2.5 miler. He steps out 2 mile 3 tomorrow. He is carrying 12 stone, but I think his jumping is brilliant, and Catterick should really suit him. And unless there's something hiding down the bottom of the handicap there, which there might be, a horse by the name is Spot On. So if I see in sport, but that'll have to come on leaps and bounds for fences. And there's no way any of these horses will be jumping anywhere near as well as Give Me a Moment. I can see Harry Bannister hopping out in front there, making every yard. He's 15 to 8, and he's a strong 3-point win selection for me. Okay, now you're going to have to bear with me for a little minute here, because I'm changing over to different race meetings and all this crack. So my next 2 selections are running at Ascot. And if memory serves me correctly, I'll go for the 240 there. What's the 205? 205. I'll stick it up there now. A horse by the name of Smarty Wild. He has good form around Ascot already, and I thought he ran really well in comeback at Newbury in a deep enough race. Tomorrow looks a tricky enough race, but the guy is favourite there. He's around 9 to 4, warmish favourite. I didn't like the way he finished off the last time. I thought he weak enough finisher. You could say that maybe he'll come on for his season reappearance as well, which is fair enough, yeah. But I just like the way Smarty Wild jumped at Newbury. The season before, he used to plough through fences, and there was none of that at all. He was measured. You could see him correcting himself when he was getting in a bit tight into a fence, and definitely I'd say they must have schooled the brains of him, from last season to this season, because his jumping was very assured, and I think that could stand him in good stead tomorrow. With the run under his belt and the goodish ground, I think 9 to 2 is a fair price. I'm going to stick him up there as a point each way. Smarty Wild in the 220, was it? No, 205. So I'll make this known to all, because it won't be in the description. 205 at Ascot. Smarty Wild, point each way at 9 to 2. It's handy enough. And then my last selection of the day is in the 220 at Ascot. Horse by the name of Captain Morgs, who's a horse I've always really liked. He's loads of ability. He ran a cracking race last time at Cheltenham, I thought, on seasonal reappearance. He finished third to a really good horse, Guard Your Dreams of Nigel Twiston-Davies. And I'd say he looked like he kind of would come on substantially for the run. He has won around Ascot before. He has this little nine habit of leaning out to his left a bit. But the fact that they're coming back to Ascot, must they must be happy enough that they've ironed out that problem. So Captain Morgs there, I was raging. I can't really put him up as an each way selection now. He's 11-4, so he wasn't each way price earlier on. Well, he was around 7-2, I think, or something. But we'll go a 2-point win now at 11-4. Wouldn't blame anyone doing a little each way double on Captain Morgs and Smarty Wild. I think the two of them have a lovely chance, and I do really fancy that. Give me a moment. So yeah, just to reiterate that my last selection, 240 at Ascot, Captain Morgs, 2-point win, 11-4. Okay, so that's it. A few quid got today, and play it up there tomorrow on them three, and hopefully we'll get a few more quid. And I'll join us back here tomorrow. So it's Joe Value for Cope Bear Sports on YouTube. All the best.